This is the beginning of making America rich again.
And with his Sharpie, Donald Trump fires another shot in his global trade war in ordering 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports. No exceptions, no exemptions. The president says he's trying to boost U.S. manufacturing.
If we make it in the United States, we don't need it to be made in Canada. We'll have the jobs. That's why Canada should be our 51st state.
The new tariffs start March 4th, the same deadline Trump set for his separate tariff threat against Canada and Mexico over his border safety demands.
I think that he's using tariffs as general leverage to get a bunch of concessions from trading partners that he can get.
Canada is by far the largest foreign supplier of both steel and aluminum into the U.S. market. Experts warn this will have a significant impact across the North American supply chain.
Prices are going to rise, particularly on steel, and that's going to then hurt production. And I think then manufacturing is going to slow down. And when manufacturing slows down, then I think that labor is going to be directly impacted.
And Trump's tariff threat does not end here. He says he's considering targeting cars, pharmaceuticals, and semiconductor chips. He's also planning new blanket tariffs on all U.S. trading partners.
It's reciprocal. We want tariffs to be fair. If they charge us, we charge them.
Tomorrow, the reciprocal tariffs?
We'll be doing reciprocal over the next, I would say, 2 days.
American consumers are once again being warned all of this will make everyday life more expensive, though the White House thinks it will be worth it in the long run.
The president has a set of advisors who just are far more committed to the economic theory that tariffs work.
Even though American companies are paying the tariffs, the U.S. government collects the money, and Trump's team sees that revenue as a way to pay for some of the big promises he made during the election campaign. Think things like tax cuts. Plus, some groups are happy. The American Primary Aluminum Association supports the tariffs, and American steel companies had a good day on the markets.
So, Katie, I know you've been working the phone. So at this point, what do you know about Canada's initial response?
A senior Canadian government source tells me the Trump administration did not give Canada formal notice about these tariffs, unlike the last round of threats. Ottawa is now looking to build a coordinated response with like-minded allies, since these threats apply to everyone. The Prime Minister has been having conversations with his counterparts on the world stage, and that will continue as the response is finalized.
Okay. Katie Simpson in Washington. Thanks, Katie.
Thanks.
So Canada's official reaction tonight is condemnation and a promise to respond. And as Evan Dyer shows us, politicians of all stripes have some ideas as to how to do that.
With Justin Trudeau in France for an international summit, it was Industry Minister François-Philippe Champagne who responded, posting on social media that the tariffs are totally unjustified and promising the response will be clear and calibrated. The government has frequently said its strategy is to try to retaliate to any U.S. tariffs dollar for dollar. Earlier, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre said he'd take the same approach.
We will retaliate in kind with matching tariffs on American aluminum and steel, all of the proceeds of which will be given back to our steel and aluminum industry.
New Democrat Jagmeet Singh spent the day in Windsor, one of Canada's most vulnerable cities, and also hit the U.S. news shows.
The only language that bullies understand is a language of strength.
Singh proposed a response already suggested by Liberal leadership contender Chrystia Freeland, targeting the business of Trump's most important collaborator.
What I would do is put in place a 100% tariff on Tesla, directly targeting Elon Musk. I've also said we should shut down the supply of critical minerals, another move that directly targets Elon Musk and his Tesla company.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford said he also supports retaliation and warned Ontarians not to take Trump's threats lightly.
He said annexing Canada is a real thing. Those are his words. I know it's hard to hear. I know you want to, make sure and hope it's all bluster and all talk, but this threat is real.
Canada's been down this road before with 10% tariffs on aluminum and 25% on steel during Trump's first term. On that occasion, the industry weathered the storm. This time, Canada's waiting to see if the rest of its economy will join the metals sector under tariffs within a few weeks' time. Evan Dyer, CBC News, Ottawa.